The dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Dallas Mavericks. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. This summer, 2 lottery picks, Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga, were drafted, not out of college, but off the G League's Ignite team for top prospects. They developed, got exposure, and made 6 figures in the process. Green said it's a new route, and we're already seeing other talents following in their footsteps. Guys?
Good story, D.A. Thanks. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Green is out there with Dwight Powell, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. And for Sacramento, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. Trey Lyles out there with Domantas Sabonis, and it's Fox, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. And the dunk by Doncic.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
DiVincenzo passes to Sabonis, misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Brunson scanning the floor. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Finney-Smith. Lets it fly from 18. Green, no luck.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
DiVincenzo against Green. Offensive rebound. Sabonis now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Doncic outside. Shoots over Fox. Rebound by the Kings.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Barnes outside. Poked away. Fox, the bounce pass. Snatched up. Sabonis with the bucket.
And the balance Sabonis has is impressive. Able to score even when the D is physical with him.
Doncic passes to Green. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. He takes it in. Shoots over Fox. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Outside, Fox. Shoots from 12. DiVincenzo can't hit it. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And they double up Doncic. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability. But everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. There's the pass to Powell. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. How he performed last season. last season put up about 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
I would too. The defensive ability, the energy, the tenacity. He's the whole package.
Now, here's Fox. Shoots over Powell. They get it back. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles. A moment to check out Luka Doncic here, coming off a terrific season, 5th in assists. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket, top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Pass to Finney-Smith. And here is Doncic. 5 to shoot. And Doncic throws it down.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Powell against Wiles. Feeds to Fox. And he finishes nicely on the way.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Wiles. Sinks that one from the post.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for his shot. He enjoys getting into the open teammate.
Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. And there's the pass to Brunson. Powell trying to free himself up. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Now Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Down low, Doncic. And the shot goes down. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Here's Fox. That shot off the mark. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Here's Doncic. Powell trying to free himself up. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Green.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Mavericks trail by 4. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Off the inbound.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot hit his shots to drop.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
They're doing great work on the boards in the early going, especially at the offensive end. Those second chance points are starting to add up.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. 7-point differential in the dunk by Powell.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Now here's DiVincenzo. The kick out to Fox. Bangs home the trifecta. Fox has got 5 now.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Brunson up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Tries from 7. And there's the bucket as Brunson finishes it off.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, no question. It takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
Now, here's Fox. He has 5. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow. Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dinwiddie against Mitchell. Now the dish to Land. He kicks it to Jackson. Again, the miss by the Kings. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Ntilikina. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Chris. And here is Hardaway. Clock at 6. Fires at the elbow. The offensive rebound. That one good for 2.
Toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show forth.
Mitchell looking it over. Holmes trying to free himself up. Len, good. And the Kings lead by 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's Marjanovic. Dinwiddie outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mitchell finds Jackson. Back to Mitchell. On the wing, Jackson. Covered by Chris. Here's Holmes. Rebounded by Hardaway. Dallas shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Pass to Ntilikina. Dallas moving it around. Chris with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Kings leading. Outside Jackson. Chris with the rebound. And here are the Mavericks now. Dinwiddie outside. Ball's knocked loose. Shoots over Holmes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Shooting 2.
And it's tied up with that one. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Mitchell outside. Jackson trying to break free. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Davis. And the Kings lead by 1. Dallas is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And the Mavericks call time here.
All right, look who's coming out onto the court. Come on, get loud for your 916 crew.
Making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Alex Land. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Jackson. And then for Dallas, Okafor is checked in for Marjanovic. And Davis Bertans subbed in for Marquise Chris. Here's Ntilikina. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bertans' shot is good.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
On draft night 2011, the Spurs made one of the all-time great trades, acquiring the rights to Kawhi Leonard from the Pacers for George Hill.
And don't forget, San Antonio also got the draft rights to Davis Bertans. Now, Bertans wouldn't play for the Spurs until 2016, but he's turned into one of the best shooting bigs in the game, finishing top 10 in three-point shooting a couple of times. Not bad for a 6'10" forward.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. 5 points in the game. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Dinwiddie against Mitchell. The pass to Davis. Okafor grabs the miss. Mavericks leading by 3. Ntilikina passes to Dinwiddie. Now Bertans. Here now is Dinwiddie. And the shot is good.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Davis. Dishes it to Mitchell. Goes up to the stripe. That shot off. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Dallas. They finish off the first quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
The Kings trail by 5. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Davis Bertans. He's out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. Hardaway dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Hardaway. Ntilikina kicks to Dinwiddie. Four on the clock. Passes it to Okafor. Outside Hardaway. Offensive rebound. Dinwiddie got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Outside Holiday. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
And it's good, 2 points. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Pass to Holiday. Back to Davis. Over Bertans. Kept alive by Sacramento. Here's Ilyasova. The Mavericks pull it in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Okafor. The pass to Bertans. Dinwiddie outside. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Lyles checked in for Ilyasova. Barnes comes in for Davis. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Justin Holiday. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Mitchell. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Bertans. Green comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Ntilikina. And Doncic is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here's DiVincenzo. And the layup is good. DiVincenzo's got 5 now. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Doncic, no good.
Well, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings currently have the league's longest playoff drought. De'Aaron Fox was 8 years old the last time they made the postseason. And he says this is the most passionate fan base. So let's be special and dig out of this hole. As competitors, we want to win right now, but we know that we're building something. Kevin?
Well, they've got the right attitude and close to a breakthrough, many people think. David, thanks. Now here's Okafor. Here's Finney-Smith. And Baines pulls it down. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Barnes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And yes, it's good.
You got to appreciate how Fox reads the defense. I mean, he has a good feel for when to fire off the pass.
Passes it to Green. Now here's Brunson. Basket, good.
Jalen Brunson.
And the Mavericks lead by 5.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Fox against Doncic. Now, here's Fox. Guarded closer. Doncic with the block. Fox, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Now, here's Baines. Back to Fox. And that one is off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Green. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Barnes. The Kings trail by 7 to the inside. Shots good by Baines. Baines has got his first points of the game.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to them.
And the Mavericks call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
He's checked in for Aaron Baines. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Fox against Doncic. Shoots over Fox. The 10-footer finds the target. Doncic has got 10.
Well, Luka has options all over the floor. He's a versatile shooter who can utilize the mid-range. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. Over Sabonis. Here's Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Powell's got his third basket of the night right there.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First team foul.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Dante DiVincenzo, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Good on the second free throw. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 6-point lead. On the wing, Doncic. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And it doesn't matter if Luka is working on or off the ball. You have to stay connected to him defensively.
Double team Sabonis. Back to DiVincenzo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. DiVincenzo's got 8 points.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Pass to Doncic. With the floater. Good work defensively by Holmes. The Kings trail by 6. A pass to Fox. To Holmes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Lenz checked in for Sacramento. Josh Jackson comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks on D. The kick out to Fox. 6 to shoot. Len down low, guarded by Doncic.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Fox. Doncic bounce pass. And he comes up with the deuce. Marjanovic has got his second bucket.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle. And, Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
It's good. 11 points in the game.
I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Craig, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Fans, your 916 crew. Fans, your 916 crew.
Jabari Parker's checked in for the Mavericks.
Jabari Parker.
Here's Barnes. No points in the game yet for him. From 13, and the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Jackson.
And how about the attack mode mentality that Jackson possesses? You can see there, even on the mid-range, he is looking to be aggressive.
Brunson And the layup falls.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's got 8.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Doncic against Fox. Outside Jackson. Barnes kicks to Fox. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Parker passes to Brunson. Here's Doncic. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Holmes passes to Len. Chris with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic with it. He's got 16. The shot's good. Doncic has got 10 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Barnes. And there it is for him.
The muscle and focus on display right there. Barnes, not easy trying to distract him from there.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Kicks it to Parker. To the middle. Here's Chris. And the rejection by Jackson. Inside, here's Fox. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Fox has got it back down to within single digits for the Kings. Doncic outside. The pass to Brunson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Second personal foul.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And we've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. Dallas also making some changes. Davis Bertans checks in for Chris. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Green. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. That one falls for Brunson. Here's Davis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Holiday. To the paint, just 5 to shoot. Shot's good by Mitchell.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Dallas leading by 9. Dinwiddie kicks to Bertans. Parker dishes to Hardaway. And he drives in. A shot off that time. Good D by Holiday. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Holiday against Hardaway. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Hardaway has got his first 3 points of the game. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 18 points, 2 block shots, and 5 rebounds. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. Their confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
And Kenny, your take on Sacramento?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything, man. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Lyles out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Doncic against Lyles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third, and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
And the first one drops.
A generational talent. Doncic able to carry a team and make others around him better.
All free throws good from Doncic. The Kings trail by 10. Now Fox. Barnes outside. Passes to Lyles. Sabonis with the ball. Shoots over Powell. Lyles kicks to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Brunson. Here's Sabonis. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Doncic from the arc. Traps in the tray. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Jalen Brunson, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brunson. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Doncic against Fox. Drives to the hoop, and it's Fox with the jam.
He's considered one of the quickest guys in the game. Fox, he really hurts defenses in these takes.
Right side, Green. Knocked away. Here's Powell. Nice D from Sabonis. The Kings trail by 11. The drive by Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Look at the explosiveness from Barnes. He took it right to the teeth of the defense.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Fox. Doncic, no good. The Kings have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Barnes. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And here's Brunson. 13 points in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, we've seen more of this recently from Fox. A confident, efficient offensive player who looks to score often.
Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The drive by Barnes. No dice from 9 feet out.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Here he goes. And the dunk by Doncic.
And Sean, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Barnes looking around. Fox against Doncic. Now, here's Fox. He's guarded closer, and that one drops. Fox has got 10 points in just the second half. Doncic finds Brunson. Green with the ball. Dallas moving the ball around. Powell, the pass to Green. To the middle. Here's Doncic. And he converts the layup. Doncic has got 27 points.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Right side, Sabonis. DiVincenzo against Brunson. It's hauled in by the Kings. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fox against Doncic. Outside, Fox with the drive, and it's Fox with the jam.
Once Fox has some speed behind him, it's a wrap. I mean, he's superb at using it to dunk.
Dallas calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Trey Lyles, and Josh Jackson subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Powell, and it's Marquise Chris in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Barnes outside. Pass to Sabonis. Double-team Sabonis. And here's Barnes for three, and he's good on the three ball. And now just a 4-point Maverick lead.
I've always respected Barnes' ability to hit from downtown. So important for wing players in today's NBA.
Green deciding where to go with it. And the pass to Marjanovic. And now here's Chris. Here's Green trying to get open as Marjanovic.
The concentration from Barnes on defense. He knows exactly when to attack the shot. Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
That's good from Barnes. When you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
Here's Fox following the score by Dallas. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Fox against Doncic. Here's Fox. 25 points in the game. Up top, Holmes. He kicks it to Barnes. Jackson passes to Fox. From 11 feet away, Doncic with the block.
And good instincts from Doncic. His coaches and teammates love when he's in hustle mode and gets those blocks.
Over in the corner, Barnes. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Green. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Assistant.
Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Jackson passes to Holmes. He dishes it to Barnes. Driving in, and the dunk by Barnes.
That's the handle and heart Harrison Barnes brings. Drives past the defense and finds a way to finish.
The Mavericks shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. Barnes against Green. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. He's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Timeout called by the Kings. Big group substitution here for Sacramento. Alex Len's checked in for Rashad Holmes. Ilyasova comes in for Domantas Sabonis. Davis is checked in for Josh Jackson. And it's Mitchell in for De'Aaron Fox. And then for Dallas, Hardaway comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Luka Doncic. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 11. Into the lane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Now here is Davis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dinwiddie against Mitchell. Dinwiddie outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Now, here's Mitchell. The dish to Barnes. Over Green. That one a little long. And so Green will bring it up for Dallas. 7-point differential. Hardaway, no good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Marjanovic against Davis. Passes it to Len. Kicks it out to Mitchell. On the wing, Davis. Sacramento again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Now, here's Mitchell. This is to Barnes. Mitchell kicks to Davis. Over Hardaway. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Hate to say it. He's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Dinwiddie against Mitchell. Right side Hardaway. Back to Dinwiddie. Over Mitchell. They grab their own miss. Second shot opportunity. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timeout called by the Kings.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Fans, your 916 crew.
Changes for Sacramento. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Alex Len. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Harrison Barnes. And then for Dallas, Okafor is checked in for Marjanovic. Jabari Parker comes in for Chris. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Green. Now here's Dinwiddie. 13 points in the game. Outside Hardaway. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Hardaway has got 6.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
Officials are all over that.
Second team foul.
The Kings have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Terrence Davis taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Dinwiddie. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Davis. The 3 ball. No good there.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Back to Hardaway. Shoots over Baines. That one wide left. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Mavericks on top, ending the 3rd quarter with a 13-3 run. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Mavericks. Hardaway on the wing along with Finney Smith. Powell is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. The Kings trail by 11. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good D by Hardaway. DiVincenzo's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Outside Hardaway. The baseline J, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hardaway has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. Mitchell outside. Back to Davis. Baines trying to get open, and Davis puts it in.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Parker passes to Powell. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Hardaway. From 10 feet out, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Look, he pounces on a chance when the D falls asleep. Easy two.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Powell with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Finney Smith passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Parker. Back to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Hardaway. That 3 off the mark.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Now the pass to Davis. DiVincenzo with it. He dishes it to Baines. Passes it to Mitchell. And there's the drive. Yep, that one goes.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Powell against Davis. Here's Baines. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Dallas leading by 13 to the inside. Pass to Parker. Kicks to Hardaway. Dinwiddie outside. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, one in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Baines finds DiVincenzo. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Powell. Here's Dinwiddie. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
And it's the Kings with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Baines inside. Guarded by Hardaway.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Rebounding might not be his #1 priority, but you wouldn't know it from tonight. He's down there outplaying the big guys.
Right side Davis. Back to Mitchell. Pass to DiVincenzo. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
I know what kind of competitor he is. I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Parker looking around. Baines against Dinwiddie. They get it back. Out to Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Sacramento. They trail by 18. Inside, DiVincenzo. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Dinwiddie passes to Finney Smith. Hardaway against DiVincenzo. Hardaway, no good. The Kings have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside Hardaway. There's the drive, and the shot goes in.
Tim Hardaway.
Hardaway has got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting for Sacramento, Dante DiVincenzo at the line for 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Harrison Barnes comes in for Terrence Davis. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Mitchell. Dallas also making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Jalen Brunson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now, here's Doncic. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 32 points.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Fox, no good. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Mavericks leading by 17. Brunson with it. On the wing, Green. Doncic outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Sabonis, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And here's Doncic from the arc. No good on that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. DiVincenzo against Powell. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Sacramento ball.
Here's Fox. Barnes outside. 5 on the clock. Going inside. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the pass to Doncic. And here's Brunson. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Kings ball.
The Kings trail by 18. Now DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal
Clearly
foul.
a foul.
Second team foul. At the line for your Kings, Dante DiVincenzo, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
No good on the second free throw. Mavericks leading by 17. On the wing, Doncic. Barnes against Brunson. Sabonis with the block.
And you know, with how skilled he is offensively, Sabonis at 6'11", not known as a shot blocker, but uses his height there on the rejection.
Now, here's Fox. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Fox has got 14 points here in the second half. Dallas has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Doncic feeling it out. Driving inside. Good.
Luka Doncic.
Doncic has got 37.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Oh, yeah, no question what they'll be talking about in this timeout. They need to figure out some way to slow him down.
let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Barnes finds Fox. Over Doncic. Fox, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 39.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's Doncic. The Kings getting the bucket. Pass to Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Lyon.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Shoots a fader. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Fox. Nice D from Doncic.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Brunson against DiVincenzo. Outside, Green. Drills it from outside.
Josh Green.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For Luka Doncic.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Doncic has got 41.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Sacramento again missing. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Outside, Green. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Now, Doncic. Back to Brunson. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.